it's Divinity live. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Comment below, tell me how you're doing. I worry about you. So, listen, this is going to be, thank you all for the love and support. This is going to be manifestation tips and tricks. It's going to be short. Um, yeah, so today I was thinking of a different way, well, different ways of manifesting. And in the law of assumption, you always they always tell you that you have to assume that you have what you have. So I wanted to make a video about living in the end, because that's what that's about. That's about living in the end. And a lot of people don't understand, what is this about living in the end? How can I live in the end? And you'll see in a lot of my videos, I'll say, you know, you have to, well, you have to think to yourself, what would it feel like for you to be in, for this to happen, for your manifestation to come true? What would it feel like? And for you to create a scene. Some people can't create a scene. Some people feel that they can't visualize things well. And you really don't have to visualize it to live in the end of it, okay? To get to the end and being in your manifestation, because that's how you are in your manifestation, living in the end. Like if it already is here, you know, how it would feel, what would people tell you. So if you're a person that you can't visualize in living in the end and creating that scene, and you're not able to say, okay, let me visualize, how would that look, how, you know, what would be happening when I get what I want, when my manifestation comes into my reality, you can also feel and hear. You can hear what the person would tell you. Who would you go to? If your manifestation was to be here in the present, you know, and was to manifest, who will you go to and tell? What would you tell that person? Wouldn't that person congratulate you? Hear that person telling you, congratulations, oh my God, you got that house, you got that car, you got that money, your SP came back. Whatever it is that you want, this works with everything. It doesn't matter what it is, especially if you're a person that's having a hard time with visualizing, with imagining things. Think to yourself, what would people tell you? You know, what would you tell yourself? Wouldn't you tell yourself, isn't it wonderful that I finally got this? Isn't it wonderful that my manifestation has come to pass? Isn't it wonderful? Tell yourself it in the mirror, you know, affirm it in the mirror, telling yourself. Think to yourself, who would you go to? What would that person tell you? And create that scene of that person, what they're saying to you. Congratulations. Oh, that's wonderful that that happened for you. Or if you can't, you know, feel it, what would it feel like? If you can't hear it, can't visualize it, what would it feel like? Wouldn't you feel good? Wouldn't you feel like, wow, I feel great that my manifestation has come to pass? You know, you can even use affirmations when you're, you know, saying stuff. Wow, that's crazy. Why is it that I always get my manifestations? You know, you could, when you're doing these things, it brings up your vibration for it to come even quicker to you. It brings your mood up. You want your vibration to be high. So if you can't live in the end of what you want by you visualizing it in your head, hear people congratulating you, telling you, whoever it is that you would tell that your manifestation came to pass, hear them in your head congratulating you. What would that feel like, that person congratulating you? And live in that feeling. And you can do this every day, at night before you go to sleep, or you can do it in the morning when you wake up, and do it like for 5 seconds. You know, it doesn't have to be a long time. You don't have to be there like, you know, going for 20 minutes or so. You don't have to do that. You can go into also meditation, and it doesn't have to even be that long. But if you're a person that meditates, meditate that, feeling that. What would it feel like if you had what you had? What would people be telling you? You know, if you can't visualize the whole scene of it happening, this is a really good way for you to manifest. And try doing this for something that you want. Try doing it for a week. So I'm going to give everyone this challenge. Whatever it is that you want for a week. If you're a person that visualizes well, visualize, make a scene. You want your SP back? What is it that you want that SP to say to you? Visualize it for that whole week. Make a small scene. Doesn't have to be big and in whole details and whatever. No. You want them to text you? Make a scene of you looking at your phone and seeing what you wanted them to say to you. Hmm? Or them calling you and what you want them to say to you. If it's something, if it's money, hear who you would tell that to. Oh, you wanted $500 or whatever. What would that person say? Oh, wow, you got the 500 that you needed? Hear that if you're a person that can't visualize. If you're a person that needs to feel it, what would that feel like if you had it already? What will you be spending it on? And what does that feel like, you spending it? What would that feel like, you doing that? And do this morning, noon, and night, as Neville would say, okay? And do it for 7 days. And then come back to this video, comment below, and tell me what happened. And you can do this. Some people do it for 3 days. But we'll get into a 3-day one next time. But I just wanted to make a short video about, living in the end, and different ways of you being able to live in the end if you're not a person that's able to visualize. Because many people say, I can't visualize that. But a lot of times when you think about it, we're always visualizing. We're always visualizing everything. That's how we create these things that we don't want to create sometimes. So here, what would they tell you? What would people tell you if you did get what you want? What would it feel like for you to have what you want? Wouldn't you feel really good if your SP did call you? If your SP, did text you and tell you what you want? How would that make you feel? Go back to a feeling of something good that did happen between you and your SP. Go back to a time when you did get that money that you needed for something. How did that feel? If that's what you're trying to create, So these are ways of you being able to live in the end, because then you're living in it. You're not living from it. You're not like, oh, I wish I can get that or whatever, but you're not feeling any of it. No, you're living from it. You're going within to get what you want, and you will get it. Let me tell you. Do it for 7 days. Come back to this video and let me know how it goes. So my friends, much love to everyone. Happy manifesting, and I salute the divinity within all of you. Bye now.